Hi everyone, my name is Kristin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making this pretty Christmas card. I just love the black and red and white all together. I don't know if you can, I hope the camera's going to pick it up, but we've embossed right on the back to give ourselves a little background here. So let's get started. My base is going to be a piece of basic black, and this is just cut at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece here of the red glimmer paper. Now this comes in a pack of, they're 6 by 6, and you get 4 red and 4 white. You can see I've almost threw my red in that one. I don't know if I said the measurements on this. 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. So I'm going to get started with this piece because we're going to cut out this red outline of the tree. We're going to cut it out right from the middle of this because this is a layering piece, no one's going to see if we cut it out right in the middle. So let's do that first. This is the Spruced Up outline dies. I'll just show you this quickly. These are the other dies you get in the set, and you have quite a few dies that do cut out the center and then an outline around them. And it coordinates with the Spruced Up stamp set. They're sold in a bundle, and we're going to be using this tree right here today as well. So let's just get this, well, you know what, yeah, let's do this first. Let's do it first. So I just have my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. And again, I want it in the middle because I don't want any of the edges to show that I've been cutting out. But this just helps save on your specialty papers. You can do it on any cardstock, but especially the specialty papers where they're just a little bit more expensive than the other ones. This just extends their life. So there's the tree, and you can see cut out in the center. And we're just going to use the outline here, but I'll save this tree and use it on a different project. So there's our outline. So then we need another tree embossed. And I just have a piece here, a scrap piece of basic white. And let me just grab a piece of scrap. Okay, and I'm going to use my embossing buddy, if I can find it. Maybe not. I really like to use it when I'm doing black especially, but oh my goodness, I just had it out. Well, we're going to try it without it and see how it goes. So I have the tree here, and we're going to use some Versamark and just ink up our tree. There we go. Give it a good press. And then we're going to come in with some black embossing powder. There's a lot of embossing on this card. Okay. There we go. Let me actually, you know what? I just want to put it in this corner a little bit more. There we go. You got to get it exactly the way you want it to look, because once you hit it with the embossing heat gun, then the powder's going to stick to wherever it is. It does not blow away. Alrighty. So let me just heat this up quickly. All right, so that's all heated up. You can see the black became shiny. So we're just going to take the Stampin' Cut Emboss machine again. And then we'll cut this tree out. This is the same die I used for the outline. Let's see if I can. There we go. That looks good. Carefully place that on top so it doesn't move on you. And then we're just gonna run it through. And we have our tree embossed in black. So the outline is just stuck in here. I'll take that out after since we don't need to use the tree again. All right, so then we need to do some embossing on this piece of basic black. And this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to use the stamp from, this is the Framed and Festive stamp set. Now this is a sneak peek. This is going to be available to customers November 1st, so that's coming right around the corner. But this is a really great Christmas saying set, and if you know me, you know I love a good font, and I just love the font in here. So that's going to be part of a bigger package with some spring items as well, but I'm just showing you the Framed and Festive today. So all I'm going to do is on this piece of basic black is I'm just going to come in with my saying in Versamark. I don't think I cleaned my stamp very well the last time I used it, but that's okay. And you're just going to randomly place the saying around on your card. All right. Let's see, we can do a little more over here. Probably should have put some paper down underneath that, but we'll have embossing powder sticking to our working space here, but that's okay. Let me grab another piece here. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with with clear, and I think you could use black on this as well again, but I like the clear. It worked well for me, so I'm going to use it again. And we just want to get that covering everywhere we stamped. Let me just put the extra back in here. Alrighty. Whoops. Okay, and let me just blow this off a little bit at the top. You can see I've got clear up here since I can't find the embossing buddy. We'll just brush that off, or if you have a paintbrush, that works too. That looks good. All right, so we're going to bring up the heat tool again, and we're just going to emboss this. All right. Alrighty, then that's all set, and I hope you can see how you can have the clear embossing on it. It is more noticeable probably in person. So then I need 2 more pieces, and you know what? I don't think I cut them. So we're just going to cut quick a piece of white glimmer, and this is going to be cut at 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. So I'm just going to do my 1 1/4. I'm going to cut them, and then I'm going to find the 2 pieces on my table here. Too much stuff out, I think. And this is going to be 3 1/2. So we have 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. And then I do need another piece of basic black. And this is going to be cut at 1 inch. Let's cut it at 1. And then I just need to cut it again at 4. Okay, so again, that was 4 by 1. And let me just put the extra scrap right here. Okay, so then we're going to be doing some embossing on here. I really wanted black glimmer paper, which we don't have right now. So I wanted to make this piece shiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and just put my Versamark pad right on this piece. Just make sure it's good and inky. And then I'm going to come in with the clear again. Now, again, you could probably use black, but I do like when I'm doing a more solid surface, the way the clear comes out rather than the black. Let's see if I can tip this without, let's get it back in the corner there. There we go. Now, when I made the sample card, I did this twice because I didn't like, there were just some spaces that didn't quite get the embossing on it. So we'll see how this works one time. And if we have to, we'll do it again. It just takes a quick minute. All right, I'm just going to hold it gently here so I don't... Okay, and that's not as smooth as I would like it, so we are going to do it again. We're just going to take, I'm using a lot of scrap here, but that's okay because I cut these grid sheets up after I'm done and use them for embossing mostly. So again, I'm just going to come right in on the piece we just did, ink it up some more with the Versamark, make sure it's good and inky again. And then we'll come back in with the clear. Okay, get the corner there. Whoops. Tip it off. Alrighty. I think that's the last, this is the last embossing we'll do, but all right, now we're just gonna heat it up again. All right, that looks much better to me. See how it's nice and shiny? You can do this with your metallic embossing powders as well, and it's really pretty. So let's start putting this together. Oh, we still have our sentiment to do. Let's do that. So I've got a piece of basic white scrap. It should fit in there. Let me just make sure. Yep. And we're going to be using the same sentiment that we used as our background. And I'm going to stamp this in real red. There we go. And then this is from Stylish Shapes, I think it's called. Let me pull it out here. Stylish Shapes. And you've got these circles, squares, and banners. And I'm using the third biggest circle. These are nice too. They give a nice little outline, dotted outline, but then they're also good to make frames, nesting one circle or square inside of another. All right. I think this is the last time we're using the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine on this project as well. All right, so this just fits in, so I want to make sure I get the C. If the Y gets cut off a little bit, that's okay. See there, but I want to make sure that C is going to be in. And you do have a little leeway with the edge there. All right. Here we go. And there's our sentiment. Let's see if I can pry it up. This base plate is very old, but I like using it because it's fairly flat. And it's hard when you get one that warps. All right, so we're going to start putting our card together here. So we're going to put the red glimmer on first. And I like to use, a little extra adhesive when I'm doing glimmer, especially if you're doing something on top of glimmer. Let's make sure I've got the card base going the right way. So that just adheres right on there. Then we've got the base piece that we made with the background embossed. And again, this is the piece I'm going to put a little extra adhesive on with the red glimmer. All right, so here's our piece of white glimmer. I'm just going to put that about right here. Looks good. And you know what? I'm going to hit this with the heat gun a little bit more. There we go. It's a little smoother now. It just didn't look right. All right, and then we have this piece that we embossed that we're going to put right over here. I stuck that down a little off. Let's fix that. I saw that piece that wasn't embossed right, and I just kind of left the white there. Okay, so then this goes right on top of that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere our tree that we embossed. And that's going to go right over here. Now to get this on this red glimmer piece, I'm going to use my fine tip glue. And not all of it will stick because it is sticking up a little bit around the top and bottom. But as long as you can get the middle to stick, it'll stay on for you. So I am putting glue all the way around. I'll just leave that one little piece off so I have something to hold on to. And then I just kind of start at the top and make sure it fits around. And then I'm just going to grab a glass block to put over it just to hold it for a quick minute. Let's see if I can get that in. There we go. And then while that's holding, I'm just going to make my little knot. This is the, what do they call it? This is the Real Red mini ruffled ribbon. And this is just so pretty. We're just going to add a little knot to our sentiment. Let's see. Cut off a little on that one as well. All right, so that should be good. See how it's not quite adhered at the top here, but it is in here, and that's going to hold it on for you. So we're going to use some dimensionals on the back of our sentiment. All right, and put that right about here. And then I need a glue dot for our little piece of ribbon. Here they are. I'm just going to roll that with my fingernail. Maybe it's coming right off. There we go. And we'll just stick that on our ribbon and then right on our card. And there we are. So a lot of embossing today, but I really like how it came out, and I like doing different things with embossing. It's one of my favorite techniques. And here is our original. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. Thanks so much.